Welcome to TARTLEcast with your hosts Alexander McKegg and Jason Rigby, where humanity steps into the future and source data defines the path.
Sign up for tartle.co.
Get started at tartle.co. Sell your data at tartle.co. Share your data towards causes you care about.
Eat snow cones.
Tartle.co. Eat this giant black snow cone I have in front of me. That is the microphone.
It's chocolate.
It's it could be dark chocolate. 99%.
I love those bars. I just went to Costco yesterday, and those they have these bars that just are full of nuts and then dark chocolate on the bottom.
I saw that. I saw them in the thing.
Oh, so delicious. You had me get what are those? The cashew clusters?
The Kirkland signature cashew clusters with almonds and pumpkin seeds. Pepita. They're bomb.
Yes.
They're so good.
I don't know. What would world be without Costco? Boring.
It'd be,
tasteless.
Boring, tasteless, less bulk buying. There's a lot of things I could think of. It could go both ways.
Yeah, it could go both ways. But I do love Kirkland signature brand. I'm a sucker for some Kirkland.
Brand's interesting, and how the value of brand translates.
Mm-hmm.
When I see that logo, I know that I'm getting a half decent product.
Yes.
So I think this episode we want to get a little update and a shout out to it's a macro update on the design of our system and a shout out to our lead product designer, David Pinedo. We had brought David on to Tartle, not from the sole fact, that he's good at his job,
right?
But his values aligned so much with the mission principles beyond just the work itself and how much he wants to give back to the world. We're like, that's the type of person you want on your team.
Yeah, you can see it in his design work. You can see it in what he does. He's very thoughtful. And then you can feel the emotion in what you were showing me those pictures
yes.
earlier. Yeah. And you can also, there's an intent behind it. And I want to talk about intent and transparency.
There's a great intent. So in terms of transparency, one of the models we adopt at Tartle is to be the Sherpa. So what does that mean? So, when wealthy people go to climb Everest or K2 or those big mountains, their focus is on themselves. I want to get up to the top. I'm doing this for me. This is my own challenge. I got to take my picture. But without the guide showing them how to get up there, what the route is, taking care of their safety, giving them the proper tools, training them on those tools, they'd be in a rock and a hard place.
No pun intended.
No pun intended. But the Sherpa doesn't ask for the glory.
No.
It's truly the journey of the person that says, I need to get up to the top of this mountain for my own growth, or for whatever purpose it might be in that life. So when we look at what we do at Tartle,
right,
taking on that Sherpa model is that every single person is on their own journey.
Mm-hmm.
And if they're on the journey with that data, we're here to support them. And they're always going to be the champion. This has never been for our benefit. And so the way David has taken that model and translated it very creatively into the design for the new iterations of the system, you can feel the creativity, the emotion, and the respect for an individual's journey.
Yes.
And the way he's embodied the transparency and the way colors and language and look and form come together, it shows the genius behind what he's doing and how his values play into that sort of design work, and how that the value in what he's created can translate so well to people all over the world. It's such a utilitarian and easily adopted and understood design
yes,
that he has undertaken, and it's a very large task that we've asked him to do, and he's doing a phenomenal job doing so. But these iterations, driving that transparency, driving the Sherpa principle, making sure that things are in the proper place so it's comfortable and that Tartle feels like an extension of you, he has nailed it.
Yeah, and I know Starbucks came up with this. I don't know if they came up with the idea, but being the third place, they want to make it where you not only, where it's the home and it's your work, and then Starbucks becomes that third place.
Yeah.
And churches are trying to adopt this now, and they take this philosophy, and for us, when it comes to data, it's that whole being that third place, that place where whenever you have this process of understanding data, that TARTLE is giving you that knowledge, that information in a safe way.
Yeah.
Almost like the Wikipedia of data.
Yeah, no, it is. It's in a safe, open, transparent format. And in the macro level of the new iterations that are coming with that design, you get to see the impact
Yes.
of sharing your data beyond just yourself. Because when we walk around in our world right now, it's hard to feel connected with all these other things that are going on. Or, you're worried about your thoughts, not the thoughts of someone in Botswana, right? But you'll be able to see the collective power of all this coming together, sharing that data towards a cause we care about and how we can actually solve that.
Yes.
And that's all baked into this beautiful new design that is just, it feels extremely human.
Yeah, and I think whenever you say your world, because that's in our TARTLE model, your world, then you're looking at what am I passionate about? What do I care about? What gets me up in the morning and motivates me when I do give my data over as a donation? These causes, because all of us are different. Someone may be concerned about dogs. Another person may be concerned about the environment. Another person could be concerned. I mean, there's so many different diseases, COVID, whatever. There's so many things that moves us to compassion.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And so when we're moved with compassion, that's where TARTLE comes in and is that third place, because we want to embody that you're doing good.
Yeah. You need to embody you're doing something good and you're doing it in a truthful format.
Right.
And we want to show you the value and the power and the systemic effects of your interaction with that, of you coming together with others in those conscious thoughts.
Because it's like somebody can say, well, I live in this country and, I'm barely making it, or I'm in the United States and I'm lower middle class. I don't know why we have these labels, but, and I'm living paycheck to paycheck and I don't know, but you have something of tremendous value.
You do.
Every person in this world has something of tremendous value that they can give.
And you can share that value.
Yes.
And then people will come back and they'd be more than happy to compensate you for that.
And you're valued.
Yeah.
We want every single person in this world to know they're valued.
Yeah, they're absolutely valued. Your thoughts, your data, every interaction you do, all of that's valued.
And you can share your data, give to a cause, share your data, receive, however we're going to work it with the cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
We're still in the
money compensation.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And then you get to change your world. And when we say change your world, that's the microcosm. And it's also the macrocosm. It's the things that are here in my localized piece of me. It's changing my opportunities. But now I got to change my world of there's systemic effects of me sharing that data. And that's changing all those different things for people all over the globe. That is something amazing.
That's amazing. Yes.
Yeah. So,
and that's where we're going to change the world.
And that's where we're going to change the world. And it starts with small things like those iterations, even the change of a very small button in that design.
Yes.
Taking on that very human element.
I love it.
Shout out to David.
David, shout out.
David, nice job. Thank you.
Thank you for listening to TARTLEcast with your hosts Alexander McKegg and Jason Rigby, where humanity steps into the future and source data defines the path. What's your data worth?